Hi YouTube, Carl here from Tech Recipes. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make 3D glossy text in a program called Paint.net. This is absolutely free. It's basically like a free version of Photoshop, and I'll put a link in the description to the producer's website. So when you open up, you'll get to this page. I normally just cut out the background, and to do that you press Ctrl A and then the delete key. Now, down in your colour palette, you'll see you have black and white. Now, you don't want these colours. You can choose any colour you want. You can choose red, you can choose green, blue, whatever. But I'm going to choose green because that's our channel main colour for some reason. I don't know, I just randomly did that. And then choose a darker shade of the colour. Now, you can normally find one right under the colour you chose, and you right-click to make it a secondary colour, or you just press secondary and select it. So grab your text tool. Set to around 72 to 84, and I'll make it bold. So we're going recipes. There we are. So we've got our text now. Doesn't look 3D because you have to make it look 3D. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the magic wand tool, hold shift down, and press an area of the text, and that selects it all. Now we're going to make a new layer, and don't worry, it will still be selected. Now I said get a darker shade because we're going to do a gradient. You don't have to mess with it, we still want it as a linear gradient, so just select that and drag it down. There we are. Or if you have a gradient plugin, you can also use that. There we are. Oh, it's not perfect, but hey. So there we are. Now the gradient might be a bit sharp, so if it is, you can just go to Effects. Sorry, it's taking its time. That's frozen up a bit, that's great. Never mind. So, yeah, and you can align it to the center if you want, but we won't bother. So blurs, and then Gaussian blur, and set it to about 5. You can see you've got a nice kind of blurry outline around it, which is quite nice. Still taking its time. Come on. There we are. So, yeah, here we are. And then go back to the other layer, deselect. If you haven't already, and press this button here, duplicate layer. Then move it up to the top, and as you can see, it blocks out the gradient. So now what we're going to do is go to Adjustments, Brightness and Contrast, or just press Contrast even, or just press Control Shift and C. So then we're going to move the brightness up to 100, and we're going to also move contrast up to 100. And here we are. And as you can see, it's white, and that's exactly what we want. So again, I'm going to select the white by holding shift down and then pressing an area of the text. And now we're not going to use this tool, move selected pixels, we're going to use move selection. So drag it in a bit, and as you can see, it doesn't actually do anything. It moves the selection, which is actually a pretty handy feature. Let me just move it in a bit. Don't do it too much or it will lose the effect. Because we're going to delete this bit in a minute and you'll see what happens, because it's kind of look really good. I love doing this, it's awesome. Okay, so now we're going to press the delete key and go to effects again, but don't repeat the Gaussian blur because we need to change it. Taking its time. Okay, blur, where is it? Gaussian blur, and change it to around 7 or 8. 7, 6, I don't know, around there. But if you want it quite sharp, I like it quite sharp. Okay, there we are. And as you can see, we've kind of got a mixture between 3D text and glossy text, which is really nice. So now what we're going to do is press Control, Shift and F, and this flattens the image so it puts all the layers together. And now if you want it a bit sharper, I suppose you could sharpen it, so go to Effects, la 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 la, come on. Okay, so photo, and then we're going to find sharpen. I can never find sharpen. I've got loads of custom plugins. Oh, there. Sharpen. And you can sharpen it however much you want. I don't know. Depends how it looks. That looks fine. So, yeah. Sharpening makes it, because that was a bit blurry, blah blah blah, and it just makes it a bit sharper. It's just a bit nicer for me. I like it. So here we are, and I suppose you could mess around with it. So you could select this bit, and you could press this tool, and you can, you know, rotate it around by holding down the right click button. You know, you can mess around with this a lot. I mean, you can experiment with different colours. You can really experiment with this. Let's just move that a bit there. You can rotate that tool as well. I never knew that. But yeah, you can do some really cool stuff with this. Yeah, I'll do another video on layers at some point because they're quite interesting. So yeah. What I've done with our logo is I've made the tech bit, I've made that green, and recipes white, and it just looks quite good. Experiment with the colours, but I've got to go now. So thanks for watching my video. Watch out for my next video. I'm going to be doing some tutorials in Visual Studio, so watch out for them, and some reviews on the iOS devices. So see you then. Bye.